Let me show you guys how to make the best pumpkin churro cheesecake. To your bowl, you're gonna add half a cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and a teaspoon of pumpkin spice. Then you're gonna mix everything together and set that aside. For the filling, we're gonna use 2 8-ounce blocks of softened cream cheese. And before adding anything else, we're gonna give it a quick little whip. Then we're gonna add 1 cup of pumpkin puree, 1 cup of sugar or sweetened condensed milk. I'm using sweetened condensed milk, half a cup of sour cream, and don't leave this ingredient out. 1 tablespoon of pumpkin spice, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and a couple of splashes of pumpkin spice extract. Then you add 2 eggs and give it a quick mix. Then you give everything a quick mix. Now I'm gonna use my merger blender just because I love my cheesecake to be extra smooth. You're also gonna need 2 cans of croissant dough, one for the bottom crust and the other one for the top crust. Spray your pan with a little bit of nonstick, and then you're gonna sprinkle some of that cinnamon and sugar mixture. Using one of the croissant dough tubes, you're going to unroll it and form the bottom crust. Then you're gonna sprinkle it with a little bit of cinnamon and sugar mixture. Then we pour the pumpkin cheesecake filling. And just to make sure everything's even out and there's no bubbles, we're gonna give it a little shake. Yes, I love making my life hard, and I'm using a round pan instead of a square one only because I think my cheesecake looks better. So I literally start forming the top crust like a puzzle, making sure I use every last piece of that croissant dough and everything gets covered. And at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter because we're gonna spray it with a little bit more nonstick spray and then sprinkle it with more sugar cinnamon mixture. Take it in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. As soon as it comes out, you're gonna let it cool, remove the spring form, and then let this sit in the fridge for 3 hours or overnight. My family does not understand the task and they just start eating the cheesecake the moment it's out of the oven. Now we're just gonna decorate the cheesecake. We're gonna drizzle a pumpkin spice syrup that we made and a little bit of sweetened condensed milk. Then we top it off with either pecans or walnuts. And that's it, guys. Now this is gonna be the dessert that you're gonna take for your next Thanksgiving. You're gonna have your hating ass cousin fall on her ass the moment that they taste this and they see it. Hope you like this recipe. Bye! Let me show you guys how I made my lychee strawberry lemonade. I got this can of lychee, or I hope I'm saying it right, at my Asian market. And it's basically just the fruit and syrup. And this is the first time that I actually saw this fruit. And honestly, they look like eyeballs. Tell me they don't look like eyeballs. Anyways, I did taste the fruit and it was super sweet. It was actually good. So I'm going to use half of this can and all the syrup. Then I squeezed the juice of 4 limes or lemons and then grabbed about 4 or 5 strawberries just for color because it looked a little on the plain side for me. I made sure to wash them. Then I stuck everything into my blender along with the lemon juice and all that syrup that came in the lychee can. Then you sweeten it up with sweetener of choice. I'm using a cup of sugar, wink wink, and then I blend until smooth. This recipe was enough for 2 quarts, but I am gonna put it in my 3-quart pitcher. I just didn't fill up the whole pitcher with water. And then I mix. Now this is the perfect time for you to check for sweetness. If it needs more sugar, add more sugar. If it's too sweet, just add more water. Fill up your favorite cup with ice, and inside my cup, I'm going to add my garnish, a couple of strawberries and some lime slices, and then I pour myself some delicious and refreshing lychee strawberry lemonade. You already know that the garnish never stops, so I'm just gonna add a lime slice, my matching straw, and that's it, guys. Hope you like this recipe. Bye! Let's pack today's lunch for my son and his girlfriend. So today is Friday and I decided to spoil these two with a little lunch at school. So they've been telling me that they go to this sandwich place near their school, and I was like, I'm just gonna take them lunch. That way they save their money and they can probably go out this weekend. So today I'm making them pulled pork sandwiches. I'm gonna begin by rubbing my pork butt with some mustard. That's gonna be our binding agent. You won't even taste the mustard, just trust me here. Then we sprinkle it with some rub. And just because it's called rub doesn't mean you're going to rub it in there. Just sprinkle it. Then take it to your oven at 200 degrees for 12 hours. I did 12 because I made a lot of pork, since I was gonna sell some also. Once I let this cool off, I'm going to shred the pork and then add our favorite barbecue sauce. To go along with our pork sandwich, we're going to make a creamy coleslaw, because you don't want to choke with all that bread. I know a lot of people don't like coleslaw, but guys, just trust me. I'ma butter up my buns, make sure they're nice and crispy. Then I add some of my pulled pork. We're also gonna add some pickles and cheese. Then I top it off with my top bun and rub mayo all over my buns, because we're taking it to the panini press so it can get nice and crispy. Then I open it up one more time so I can add the coleslaw inside. This one was for Natalie and she really doesn't like sweets, so I'm gonna camouflage the barbecue sauce with a little bit of jalapenos. Then I wrap it up in some parchment paper and cut it in half for them. And this is what it looks like. I'm also gonna write them a cute little note just to let them know how much I love them both. And since I really wanted to surprise these two, I'm gonna add some exotic snacks. Natalie got some chili lime lace from Thailand. Josiah got some smoking barbecue Doritos from China. She got a watermelon mint iced tea from France. And for him, I believe this is a passion fruit Fanta from France also. And that's it, guys. Now I'm just gonna pack everything up for them, including their chips and drinks and a sweet treat. He's getting a popcorn flavored Kit Kat from Australia, and she's gonna get the cookie dough one, also from Australia. Now I'm just gonna load everything up in my truck, drive to the home of the Rangers. If you're from my town, you know what high school that is, and then drop it off during lunchtime. And here they are. I'm so obsessed with these two. I swear, every time I see them together, they like melt my heart, and I see them together every single day. As soon as I told them that they had a surprise in their lunch bag, they started digging. So thank you so much, Bus and Snacks, for hooking my kids up. That's it, guys. Bye. Packing lunch for my husband and his coworkers. Yup, it's about that time again. It is now his turn to bring lunch to work. So he asked me if I can just make him their lunch and take it to work instead of them buying the lunch. Told me to keep it super simple, but you already know his simple, my simple, two different things. So today I'm making them Big Papa Carne Asada Chile Relleno Burritos. So I begin by marinating my meat, and then I cook it the next day in the morning. Then I char all my chile poblanos on my stovetop. And then I put them in a bag so they can steam and it can be easier to peel. Like literally, all you have to do is massage the chile. And some of you guys are experts at massaging chiles, so you can do this. And yes, I used my bare hands. Some people use knives, napkins, some other people rinse them. I like using my hands. Once your chile is peeled, you're going to make a small incision and then pinch all the seeds out. This one had a baby inside. Then I begin to stuff my chile with my carne asada. You're gonna have to wiggle all that carne in there to make sure it gets to the bottom of the chile because we're not done here. I'm gonna add queso fresco and some mozzarella cheese inside. Then we're gonna close up the chile using some toothpicks so that nothing comes out. This one was a little Frankenstein chile. Then we coat the chile with some flour to make sure that the egg batter sticks. I already have my egg batter ready. We're just gonna dip it in there, make sure it's nice and coated on both sides before taking it to the stovetop to fry. I like using my spoon and kind of showering the chile, you know, with a little bit of oil just to kind of help it out so it can fry faster. Once they're fried on both sides, you just drain them. Don't forget to remove those toothpicks. Now it's time to assemble our Big Papa burrito. We're gonna smear some beans to our tortilla, then we add some more cheese, add some rice, and of course our Big Papa chile. Remove the stem and then roll it up. Make sure it don't bust in your face. This one was a little Papa burrito because somebody took all the tortillas at Winco. But it don't matter, guys, little or small, they will still bust if you're not careful. We're not done here, guys. I'm gonna put it in the container and then ladle some delicious red sauce all over our burrito because we're making it wet. And I sprinkle some more cheese and let that melt. You know, I can't forget his note to let him know how much I love him. And I don't know what's wrong with this man, but he asked for brownies. And honestly, I didn't even have time to make those damn brownies, so I bought them. But I'm gonna make him think that I did make them by drizzling a little bit of dulce de leche and then sprinkling some walnuts. And I'm sticking to my story unless he sees this video and then he asks about it. But till then, I made these brownies. For their drink, I made them a red velvet horchata. Somebody here tried me, and guess what? I made it. And that's it, guys. Now I'm just gonna get everything ready for them, including their drinks. Pack everything in a heat-proof bag, including those brownies, so they can get nice and warm and he thinks that I actually made them. Load everything in my truck and then drop it off during lunchtime. Bye.